Hey Sruhar, welcome back to my channel, to the Witchy Reader. So I'm back with the end of the year book tag, and there's only 6 questions. Hopefully it won't take that long. My final full book tag, I mean I had 10 questions, so a bit more, but still turned out to be a little longer than I thought it would be because I was in a very ranty mood, and I'm filming this like right after. So let's see if I'm still in a ranty mood. Um, Question 1. Any books that you started this year you need to finish? I'm currently reading 4 books, I think. Yeah, 4. Um, I'm listening to the audiobook of the last Trials of Apollo book. I'm like halfway through Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone for my reread. I just started Good Girl's Guide to Murder today. Still only in chapter 1 because I started reading it, and then I had a lot to do today that I just couldn't get that much done reading. But and then I have the author sent me the art copy of King's Rise, which I'm finally trying to get to, but I have been in a reading slump. But I am finally starting to get out of that reading slump, so hopefully I can finish it soon. Same with these other books that I've been stuck on for a little while now. Um, so yay. Uh, Yay for ending a reading slump, because reading slumps are the worst. But I hope to get some reading done soon. So I want to read. So I definitely want to finish these books. Which now that I'm over my reading slump, I think I can finish these books by the end of the year. Um, so moving on. Question 2: Do you have an autumn book to transition into the end of the year with? So I'm a mood reader. It just depends on whatever mood I'm in. I'm not entirely sure what I'll be reading near the end of December. Um, I don't know. I was saying how I want to reread Seekers, so maybe I'll do that. And Seekers, with them being outdoors all the time, during through the whole journey, there's definitely and a lot of times they're at like a forest sort of thing. So I guess that's kind of like an autumn book I could read. Um, so yeah, maybe I'll read Seekers at the end of the year. I think that'll be a good book to transition into the year with. One of my favorites. A great way to start 2024. Um, do you know what book you guys should read for the end of the year? My books. Why? Because my birthday is also December. It would be a perfect birthday gift to me to read my books. Available on Amazon. um, Question 3. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? Um, so where is it? I just had it. It's over here. Um, but book 2 is an impossible dream, and it comes out November 20th. But the author did already send me the art copy because she's a friend of mine and she's awesome. So she sent me an impossible dream. I just haven't read it yet. 'Cause like I said, she just sent it to me though. So I've been in a reading slump. Plus I've been busy, but I definitely hope to get to it soon. I would like to get to it this month, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm just now getting over this reading slump, so let's see if I can finish these books and then I'll start that one. Cause I'm already reading 4 books. Like that's probably too many. So I would like to finish at least one of these before I start a 5th book. That would be nice, but don't quote me on that. We shall see. I'm very chaotic, and I'm a mood reader, so it also depends on my mood. Because even though I am enjoying these books, I'm also really looking forward to An Impossible Dream, so part of me just wants to put a hold on all these books and read that. I don't know. I should just read what I'm in the mood for, so I might do that. So we shall see. It all depends. Um, there's also I know book 2 of this comes out. I have no idea when it comes out though, but I am looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to book 3 and the Ritual of the Court trilogy because books 1 and 2 were amazing. Um, and I have I read Bamboo Kingdom recently, and I think there's 3 books out now. I've only read book 1 because I haven't been able to get a hold of books 2 and 3 yet, but I'm already loving it. No surprise there because it's one of Aaron Hunter's books, and this one deals with bears again rather than cats or dogs. Because don't get me wrong, those books are great, but bears are the best. And yeah, so um, it deals with pandas, which are my favorite bears. So that was fun to read about. But so I'm definitely looking forward to finally getting hold of books 2 and 3, and then book whenever book 4 comes out. to read that. So yeah. Um, and book five of the Mantis Clan series. Book four literally just came out. I better read it, so I read it a little bit before it came out. I think it came out on Halloween. So thinking. So book five is probably not gonna come out for a little while, sadly. And also book five of The Warriors of Bria, but I also don't think that's coming out anytime soon, sadly. The author's a newer mom. I think her son is gonna be one soon. So life has been hectic for her, and she hadn't had much time to write. She's having a little bit more time to write now, but yeah. So and most of these are indie books. I'm just really looking forward to because before I started reading indie books, most books I read, I most books I read, I didn't read until the series was complete, and I didn't do it on purpose. I know there are people that will wait until a series is complete before they start because they don't want to wait before getting the new one, and I never did it on purpose. It's just I didn't find out about the series until it was completed. So I was like, I didn't have to wait, you know? The worst I had to do was not be able to start book two right away because I had other responsibilities. Um, so uh yeah, but then I got really into indie books and I've been reading a lot of that this year. Like I think that might be mostly what I read, indie books. I wouldn't be surprised. But because of that, because I've mostly been reading indie books, uh, most of them obviously. There have been a few that already have several out. Like Warriors of Bria already had 4 books out. There's gonna be 5 in the series, but I just have to wait for the fifth now, which I'm not used to doing that. But Bamboo Kingdom, I'm doing that with, and that's um not indie. It's just now that I'm obsessed with this author, I found out about a new release, and when I found out it was about bears, I was like, I need this immediately. I got it from my a friend of mine, one of my online friends sent me some money for my birthday last year, and I bought a few books, and that was one of them because I really wanted to read it. So yay, I finally was able to read it, and I books 2 and 3 are out now, but I can't get hold of them yet, sadly. They're still so new. I don't think they're on Libby yet. Last time I looked, they weren't at least. And I am broke, so I can't buy them, and it makes me sad. But yeah. Um, book four or question four. Ugh, my mind is just not here. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Hmm. Well, before I got into the reading slump, there were books I want to read that I don't think I'll be able to read them all now because it's like the middle of November or almost the middle of November. Yeah, it's about the middle of November. It's the 13th. I definitely want to finish books I'm currently reading. I want to read An Impossible Dream. And I think those are all the indie books I own that I want to read. I know there's several more that I need to buy, and there's more once I get Kindle Unlimited again. There's more that I want to read on that. I just don't have it at the moment. Um, I wanted to reread the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel because that's also a really good series that is very underrated. But there's 6 books in that, and I don't think I'll be able to reread all of them before the end of the year. But who knows? I mean, if I get into a really hyper reading mood, I might be able to, but we shall see. I also really want to finish before the end of the year books 2 and 3 at the very least of crap, what's it called? The School for Good and Evil. I read book 1 and I just never continue, which is not like me. Um, unless I don't enjoy a series and I'm just like done, DNF, I'm done with the entire series. But I did like the first book. I originally rated 4 stars, but after I was talking about it, I think I might bump it down to 3 because 3 stars is still a good rating, and most 3-star books I still want to continue. Most books I rate 4 or 5 though. There's one of the series that I do like. I don't reread very often. I only reread it maybe once to be honest. That I did like, but it was 3 stars. Oh, one of the books was 3 stars, I think. I think the second book was 3 stars. But um it's still a good rating. It's just not a favorite, obviously. Um and uh, I do want to continue the series. I actually like the movie more than the book, which is very surprising. And I made sure to read the book before the movie came out because I was like, this movie looks good. But then when I found out that it's going to be, it's an adaptation from a book, I was like, okay, I have to read the book first. Like if I know that there are book series before I start a movie TV show, I have to read the books first. It's a must. Like I have to. Like I refuse to watch season one of Shadow and Bone before I read the books. Um, but there are times that I don't know. Like I watched Lockwood and Co on Netflix. I did not know that was a book series. Um, but it's very rare for me to like a movie more than the book. But I did, and I'm going to make an entire video on why. And this would just be based on the first book because I haven't even read the other books yet, and the other movies haven't even come out yet. I don't even know if they're continuing the film series. But yeah, I am getting kind of ranty in this video. Oh well. But I forgot what we were talking about now. What was the question? Oh, books I wanted to read by the end of the year. I don't know how we got to here, but oh, the point is I do want to read books two and three because I only own the first three books. There's supposed to be six, I believe, and and then I might see if the books four, five, and six are on Libby and get them there because I do not have the means to purchase them at the moment because there's just too many books I want to buy or need to buy that I just can't at the moment. So I'm using Libby. Great way to still be able to access the books you want without being able to buy them. um, let's see. Um, Question five: is there a book you think could shock you and become your favorite book of the year? I already know which books are my favorite of the year, and I don't think any. I mean, some of these might. Like, I have high hopes for King's Rise. I'm still not that far into it because, like I said, I ended up in a reading slump, which made me not want to read. But I feel like I will like a good Girl's Guide to Murder. I don't know if it'll become a favorite because it's very rare for a non-fantasy book to be a favorite. But Seekers is like it was rare for that to be a favorite, even if I do love bears. But it wasn't even because it's about bears that made me love it. It's just the story and the characters and the friendships and all that. But yeah, so it's possible, and I still don't know what I'll be reading next month either, because like I said, I'm a mood reader, so in the end, it was going to depend on what mood I'm in, to be honest. So yeah, we shall see. Question six question six is the last question. Have you already started making plans for the next year? No, I haven't even made plans for next month yet. um, I don't know. Um, I definitely want to read more indie books, a lot more indie books. Like I'm behind in the A Daughter's Ransom series because I haven't been able to purchase books and they're not available on KU sadly. So I haven't been able, but because I've only read the first three books and books four and five are out now, I believe, plus the prequel book. So I really want to get all those. Um, and there's other indie books I really want to read, which even if I do read them on KU or whatever, I still want to buy them because I prefer having the physical type. Same with like the art copies authors have sent me. I probably eventually, maybe not, probably not anytime soon, but eventually will want to purchase them if I love them enough, just because I I'm huge on rereading, if you can tell. I love to reread books. I know some people don't because there's so many books they want to read, which fair, but I feel like rereading books for me is the same as rewatching a TV show or a movie, you know? Um, because if you love them enough, I can't just watch it once and be done if I love it. And I can with books either. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to reread them. And I feel like if you only watch or read something once, after a few years, you're going to forget about pretty much everything. I know there's books or movies that I watched forever ago that I don't remember because I only watched them the once. Like, And I know there's a few movies I plan to rewatch soon that I don't really remember because of that. Um, and that's also why, because with movies and TV shows, it's different than books because you don't even have to watch the entire thing if you don't want to. You can just watch your favorite scenes or whatever scenes you're in the mood for. Books you can't because you don't know where they are. But that's also why I like to tab my books. Not all my books are tabbed. Obviously there's the ones I haven't read, but also after the fire I lost my tabs and it took me a long time before I could get tabs, and this is actually the first book I was able to re-tab after getting my tabs, after buying more tabs. So here's some, and I have a whole thing of here, a whole thing of tabs. So yay, I'm so happy I can tab books again. Um, and sometimes whenever I really want to reread, but I don't want to reread everything, I will reread my favorite scenes. It's no different than rewatching your favorite scenes on YouTube or just going to the episode and scrolling to your favorite scene. And because for some reason you just really want to watch that scene, like Harry Potter, there are times I just want to watch Neville's speech or the Battle of Hogwarts or the Order of Phoenix Ministry battle or the battles at the end of each movie because they're all very good. Or there are times where instead of watching all of Buffy, I just want to watch the final battles at the end of each season because I love a good final battle. That's why I love writing them in my books because I love final battles. They're just so good. Um, but with books, it's harder to be able to find the scene you want to read if you just want to read a certain scene, which is why I tab my books so that whenever I get in the mood for a certain scene, I'm like, okay, so, and that's why it's also color coded. It's you still have to look through a few different tabs to find the one. Like orange means something, pink means something, this and that. But it's still a lot easier to find the scene you are looking for than it is if you don't tab, which is why I tab. Because now I can find whichever scene I'm in the mood to read. um, I don't think I need to rant all of that, but oh well. But anyways, that is all. Please like and subscribe and comment. Uh, if you have answers to these questions, I'd love to know. What are your plans for reading next year? If you have any, and how's your reading been going this year? And I will talk to you guys next time.